Welcome back to Colorado. So thrilled to have you here. What does it feel like to be back? Be back in the building at Ball Arena.
Be back home.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, to be gone for as long as I've been gone and then come back and the same people are working here in the arena and the security down in the training room, like it's just good for the heart.
So I wanted to ask you about your coaching style, but based on the things I've already heard, it sounds like you're focused more on player development from a human side, being that life coach just as much as you are interested in helping the players on the ice. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, the way I look at it is, and I grew up old school, right? Like I was raised old school, which is great. It was effective. That's what I needed. But the kids today, I feel, are a little different than that, in the sense of they need to know that you care about them first. And as soon as they know you care about them as a human, these guys will go through the wall for you. But they need to just know that you care about them first.
And how do you translate the fact that you have so much experience, Stanley Cup championship under your belt? How do you take that experience that you've gained and help push that into the players? Maybe learning from mistakes or things like that.
That's it. And what I was going to say is the best, my favorite part about coaching with the Eagles and even in the NHL is teaching the lessons, right? Like getting their mindset to change from making a mistake to oh, I'm glad I learned the lesson. And really what I want to get to is a point where these guys are going to have a great career, have success, retire, and then have more success.
We're gearing up for the start of this exciting season after, for the Avalanche at least, 2 seasons that were a disappointment, right? The bar has been set pretty high.
Win at all costs.
Coming from somebody who's been on that side of it, who has won a Stanley Cup, do you think this team has what it takes to make that push this year?
Absolutely. They have all the pieces. We should vie for the cup every year for the next decade based on what the talent the boys have assembled here. So this is a great time to be a fan in Colorado because this is kind of what it felt like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Is we had the kind of team that could win any year. And so the fan base was right on board and you know we used that momentum to carry us to a good home record pretty much every year. So that's where we're at.
And a lot of that success, of course, at the NHL level comes from what you're doing at the AHL level. So thanks so much for moving back here and helping out with the Eagles. We're excited to have you. Really appreciate it, Dan. Thanks for the time.
It's my pleasure, and I'm excited as well.